Hey, Salvador Briggman here. Welcome back to the Crowdfunding Demystified YouTube channel. And today we are getting into some tips that I have for you when it comes to your Facebook page. So how do you spruce up your Facebook page? If you don't yet have one and you're kind of wondering how to even put one together, we'll talk a little bit about that. But the top to-do items when it comes to your Facebook page for your nonprofit organization, we're covering all of that today. Okay, so let's get right into this. Again, my name is Salvador Briggman. I've written the book Crowdfunding, Nonprofit Crowdfunding Explained, which is available on Amazon and Audible. I also have a book, Nonprofit Fundraising Hacks, which go into the psychological triggers that make someone actually want to donate money. So if you're wondering, like, why do strangers donate money? Go and read that book, Nonprofit Fundraising Hacks, which I'll link to also down below in the description of this video. But that being said, let's get into some of the checklist items for an actual nonprofit page. So the first thing is, the page is all about, number one, first impression, but number two, it's about generating awareness. I have another great video out there, the Nonprofit Fundraising Funnel, which goes into step-by-step, how do you transition a stranger into becoming a donor? So this is basically a funnel. Now the top of the funnel is awareness, and that's exactly where the Facebook page sits in, is generating awareness of the cause, getting people to care about the cause. People are not gonna donate to your organization if they don't care about the cause. So it's one of the check boxes that you gotta hit as a nonprofit organization. The first way that we start with this is high resolution, high quality graphics. Now that's gonna come in the form of your Facebook cover photo. It'll come in the form of the actual page. The first item that we are going to cover is the actual page and high resolution images and those kinds of things which you can have in order to make yourself stand out from other nonprofits on Facebook. So when I say that, I mean the actual high resolution cover photo for your actual Facebook page. A high resolution thumbnail when it comes to your profile photo, a high resolution cover photo when it comes to your Facebook group, right? There are a lot of graphics that can go into making a really nice looking page. If that's gonna be the hallmark, number one, of the impression that someone has when they stumble on your Facebook fundraiser page. So make sure you have high resolution photos, high resolution graphics. If you don't have that, number one, you can do it yourself by using an application like Canva, which is a free tool online you can use to set up different graphics like that. Number two is you could hire a marketing company who will help you set all of these things up so that you don't have to worry about it at all. The other thing is to fill in adequate information when it comes to your page. So like, where is this based? A bit of information about your page, which would, if you're running like a Facebook ad, like a likes campaign, they would probably draw from that. So basic information about the page, making sure you fill out information, make sure you have very simple functionality like a donate button, if you will, on the page. These are all really easy ways, as well as encouraging some of your existing donors to leave a review on your page, and that will show up for new people that actually come to this page. It's a massive credibility symbol. So number two is fill out the basic variables, the basic information, the basic data that Facebook allows for you to do on your page to make sure you improve credibility, and it's much more legit. It's kind of the same thing if like you came to a website and it was like a really bare bones website and there wasn't very much information, you'd be like, is this credible? Is this legit? I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna give money, right? Because I don't understand. It doesn't seem very trustworthy right now to me. Versus you come to a website, very good looking graphics, lots of information, details the story behind the nonprofit. You see it's been founded for 8 years now or whatever. You're gonna be like, okay, this is legit, I wanna donate to this. The third part with setting up a really good page is making sure that content is shared regularly. And by regularly, I mean ideally 3 times per week at least. Regular content means activity. And when there's activity, someone says, this is actually happening. This is an operational nonprofit. This thing is, they're doing active work. They're doing work in the field. This is a legit nonprofit, and it's also operational. When you don't see a lot of activity on a page, you think, maybe they went out of business. Maybe they're no longer existing. Maybe they're just not doing very much, right? It kind of raises a little bit of red flags when you don't see lots of content being shared on a page or there's not a lot of activity. So make sure you're always putting out regular content on your page. You could create a content calendar. You can hire someone to do this. You can have someone within your own team in order to help you with this. Make sure you're having activity on your actual Facebook page. The other thing I would recommend with a page is putting out many different types of content, right? So not just like sharing links or resharing people's posts or putting out one standard type of post. Have a variety of different things that you kind of cycle between. So a variety could be video content, it could be blog posts, it could be sharing other people's posts, it could be doing Facebook Lives. There are lots of ways in which you can intermix different types of content, and it makes it so that it never gets old. So sometimes you're sharing statistics, sometimes you're sharing stories, sometimes you have a photo of a team who's rendering a service to your in-need demographic. Sometimes you're taking actual photos of the people that you're helping, right? So you have a myriad of different content types, and it really spruces and spices up the page so people just aren't getting the same regular stats over and over again. And you know that when you get something over and over again the same way, your brain is gonna tune out. And also you're not gonna pay attention to new updates. And you might even unfollow the page because you're like, this just isn't exciting. It's not interesting. Why am I always getting this in my news feed? I don't want this anymore. I'm gonna unsubscribe. The page itself is actually a reflection of your attitude and your focus when it comes to the internal systems and the operation of the nonprofit. And here's why. When you see a page that doesn't have lots of posts on it, or a page that doesn't have a lot of activity or doesn't have good graphics, it's not because the person who's running the nonprofit doesn't have the ability to do it. They do. They could hire someone. They could do it themselves. They could spend the time to do it. It's that they don't have the systems in place in order to execute on a strategy which they might know in their head. So intellectually, they might understand the strategy, right? They might say, okay, I know I got to put out content. I know I need good graphics. I know I need these things. Okay, but I don't know where to get started. So intellectually, they understand the strategy, but they don't have a plan for implementing the strategy. They don't have an executional plan. They don't have operations set. So this is a different problem. So when you see pages that are kind of stagnant, it's not the fact that there isn't the ability to do it, and they're in the marketplace, they're on the platform already. Like, there's the ability to do it. What's missing is the operational know-how and the systems in place to make it easy, make it repeatable, and to make someone else possibly take over this process for you. So this is kind of like the most important part, honestly, of marketing in general, not just setting up a Facebook page, which is really easy to do, not just getting your nonprofit listed as a 501c3 according to Facebook so other people can donate to it, or you can have a donate button on it. That stuff is minor. You can get that knocked out in like 30 minutes. It might take a couple of days for things to process, right? That is really easy. What is not easy is consistency. What is not easy is a repeatable plan that works. What is not easy is you being able to delegate this process to other people if you're the one who's running the nonprofit, or you're the manager in a nonprofit who's trying to figure out how to set all of this stuff up. Those are the problems that get people stuck up. Those are the problems where you're no longer making progress. It's difficult, and it ends up going at the bottom of your to-do list where it's like the 10th thing on the line, and you just are so tired at the end of the day, you keep pushing it off, you keep pushing it off. Before you know it, it's 6 months down the road, and you're like, I haven't even jump-started this process. I'm never gonna get to this now, and you put it off even more. And then it becomes years in the future, and you're like, oh yeah, like we should really tackle that online fundraising thing. We should really do something with our social media page. The issue has nothing to do with strategy. The issue is with operations, execution, and implementing the strategy. So the easiest ways to get started are building systems. But I talk a lot about this in the book, Nonprofit Fundraising Hacks, and also Nonprofit Crowdfunding Explained, which are both available on Amazon. I really recommend grabbing a copy of both of those. But if you want to talk one-on-one with your specific organization, we can book a one-on-one coaching call down below with me, which is an hour-long intensive coaching call. In addition, if you want to bring on outside help, we can talk about that on the actual coaching call in the way of referrals for people that I recommend in this industry, or ways in which we can work together when it comes to you and your nonprofit and me itself and my my team. We can also talk about that. But this is really the first step. This is a much larger project, I think, than you might realize, which is, what is your online fundraising strategy? What is your online marketing strategy? How are you getting people in the door continually? So it's not just always scrambling to get new donors, new fundraisers that you're trying to run, more money getting in. This is a massive problem that you probably don't even want to deal with. You just want to help people. You want to change the world, right? You don't want to have to figure out all this marketing guff and like figure out the systems behind it and like all that kind of stuff. So this is really something that's a little bit larger, in my opinion, that's wrong with nonprofits in general, and something that needs to be fixed. So I'm really passionate about this. I want to help with this, and I hope you took a lot away from this video, at least of simple checklist items that you can do with your Facebook page. Leave a comment down below if you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you found this video to be helpful, and come subscribe if you want more content just like this. Again, my name is Salvador Briggman, and I will see you next time.